Realtor with United Real Estate of Columbia, and
Crysta Nash, and I'm a loan officer with Midland Mortgage in Columbia, South Carolina.
And together we make up the Nashtastic duo, and today, this is episode 3, guys. That's a big feat for us.
Truth.
Yes, yes. So we're really excited. So what we're going to do today is just kind of give a recap on some of the things that we've talked about, and then we're going to get into, of course, there's a luscious drink before you that we have to discuss.
Absolutely.
And then we're going to also talk about what we do and how you can get in contact with us and work with us. So, Crysta,
Yes.
give us a recap of kind of the things we talked about last week.
So last week, I think we talked more on the personal experiences we had with home buying because we're both first-time home buyers.
Yes.
And so we kind of gave a recap of what to expect, prepaid items, what else did we do? Offer letters.
Yeah, for sure. Inspections.
Waiting times, things like that you're definitely going to have to be aware of.
Absolutely.
And know before going into the process. That way you as an individual have everything ready to go.
Absolutely.
And the funds.
Oh, yeah. And the funds, right. The funds are the main ticket to the party.
Ticket to the party.
Yeah, every week there's a ticket to the party. And so last week, that's what we talked about. We covered things as far as what types of inspections that you need to get.
Yes.
We talked about why you need to get them, why they're important, even if they're not required in some instances. It's a yes, you want to do it. We talked about snafus that could possibly happen and how to avoid those. We talked about our own experience,
The emotional part.
The emotional
yes,
part.
You definitely touch base on
Yeah,
that.
and just how stressful it can be. However, if you have a good loan officer and you have a good realtor, i.e. us, then you will be fine. So
we'll take good care of you.
We will take good care of you. So I think now is a really good time before we get into talking about what we do, where you can find us out, and exactly how great we are. We should talk about how great this drink is that you made, and give us the deets on this.
So this is a mocktail of a summer sangria, and I got my inspiration on Pinterest, of course.
Yes.
So I put my own spin on it, and instead of lime slices, I did cucumber slices.
Ooh.
And I did the bai, the B-A-I,
Ooh.
juice.
Yeah.
I don't ever know how to say that, so.
It's okay. I mean, I think we're still trying to figure out LaCroix or LaCroix.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a
still
lot of
haven't gotten
mysteries
any
out there.
information on that.
Nobody's, listen, guys, if anybody has a feeling about which one it is or really knows,
Please share.
please, we're begging you.
In the right direction, so we don't sound like idiots.
Yes, exactly. So somebody now tell us how is it spelled?
B-A-I.
B-A-I. Tell us what that is.
B-A-I.
Pronounce it for us.
Yeah.
We want to be right.
I got the coconut flavored one.
Yes.
And then I just paired it with club soda. And then there's chunks of watermelon that you're seeing here.
Ooh.
And then pineapple that you're seeing here.
This feels very healthy and delicious. I think anything with cucumber is delicious. So let's just
Cucumber is
try
very
it.
good for you.
It is. I've heard so many good things about it. It is delicious.
I think this one's my favorite.
I agree. I agree. It just keeps getting better.
What did I put in my post? I think I said add a straw and you take a mental trip to the sandy shore.
Yes.
That's exactly where I went.
That's literally amazing. And it's perfect in time for the summer and in time for the
Absolutely.
beach. So
Yep.
last week's was the
It's a good
American
boat drink,
mocktail.
too.
Boat drink.
Boat drink.
So guys, as always, we love you. So we're going to share. We believe in sharing.
Absolutely.
So this recipe will be at the end, and we'll also put it in the comment section. So you guys can go and get this recipe from our Mocktail Maven. So now we're going to go ahead and just kind of get into what we do and how you can reach out to us. So my name is Angela Nash, and I work for United Real Estate of Columbia. I have had my real estate license since 2007, which time I took a short break in 2013, but I've been back in it since end of 16.
And
so
she's killing it.
yeah, it's been a good year. I love it. And it's one of the things I would say is that I love working with people. So that's really fun. But I also like going into houses and seeing how we can change them, things that we can do. But yeah, if you guys are looking for a home, definitely talk to me, first when you start getting into that process.
And give her a call.
Yeah, give me a call. And then if you don't know that you're supposed to go to a loan originator and get find out how much money you can spend, then you want to do that. And if you don't have somebody, I will point you in the direction of someone. This person right here. So
you don't have to go far.
Exactly. You don't have to go far at all. So we've got you all covered. The good thing about working with a realtor is that once you do, you don't have to pay a realtor. The person who is the seller is the person who pays the realtor. I think that's a misconception so many people have, is that they have to pay us. And they're like, so how much is it going to cost? It's like that stuttering in the beginning. It's like, no, you don't actually pay me. So guys, that's some freedom. Take a drink of your Sangria mocktail because, listen, your buyer's agent is free. So then you can spend all of the money on the stuff that Chris is going to tell you that I told you about in that recap that you're going to need.
I'll be the one spending your money.
Exactly. This is the spender.
How to spend it.
This is the one who's telling you how to spend it. I think that almost is more fun.
I don't know.
But yeah, so that's what you want to do. You want to get a realtor, somebody who's knowledgeable of the area, somebody who's concerned about your needs. What else would you say when you were looking for a realtor? Because I didn't really know you at the time, but when you were looking for a realtor, what kind of things did you look for in a realtor?
I wanted them to be informative, obviously, and know the area because I have no idea where.
That's right, because you're not from here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I came down not knowing anything. And we kind of just figured it out. But normally, what I would look for in a realtor, what I did was trustworthiness, honesty, relatability. Yeah. Those three things kind of, were important to me.
And I think relatability is a huge thing because it's like you want to be able to
a
lot of them in the car. I mean, seriously,
get to know each other.
And they almost become like a psychologist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if it's the right realtor, when you feel that pressure, like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do if I have to move, quickly, from my apartment? Can I find a place that and time it? And when my lease is up, all those things, a really good realtor is going to help you, calm you down.
I think I talk to my realtor maybe twice a day.
Yeah,
maybe more.
It's literally like a brand new relationship. They become your best friend.
I apologize.
Yes. It's funny because my sister, she lives in Greenville, and even though I wasn't able to work with her because she's in a completely different MLS, I found a realtor for her that I felt was a perfect realtor, and she really was. Thank you again, Danielle. But she was amazing, and she just took up a lot of time with them, and they had put in a couple offers on houses, and really strong offers, and they didn't get it initially. There were tears, and Danielle was right there with them. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to have a realtor that's going to be right there with you with the process.
It's an emotional investment. That's what people kind of have to understand. And when you work with an agent and a loan officer who get it, which we do.
We totally get it.
We're relatable to it because we've been through it. And we also work in the industry.
Absolutely.
So we've seen the horror behind the scenes, and then we've also seen the glory too, because it is exciting.
At the end of it, when you get those keys,
it's worth it.
All rejoice. All of heaven rejoices along with us. Every time a homeowner gets a wing, their keys, we get our wings. I feel like it's like that. Yeah. And sangria. So now let's talk about kind of what people get when they work with you and where they can find you at.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can find me or pretty much everything that I talk about on here at CrystaNash.com. It's my website. I have my blog posts that kind of correlate with these videos. All the mocktail recipes are in there.
Good.
I also have a few do-it-yourself, home projects.
Which we're going to talk about at the end because we have. That's going to be so great.
Yeah,
I'm excited to hear how that went.
Yeah. We've done I think 2 so far.
That's
but we have
cool.
a lot to go through. Like we have a lot planned, so I will have a lot of criteria for you. Not all at once, because the fun stuff to follow.
Yes.
But yeah, so you'll definitely be involved, and you'll see the processes and everything that goes with it.
Things that you can do yourself.
Yep, you can get inspired.
Yeah, absolutely. So the company that you work for is called
Midland Mortgage, and we're out of Columbia, South Carolina. They've been, I don't know, I think 36 years now.
Which is so cool. And I think we've been talking about it, is that it's such a great company in that they've basically grown up with the trends. So people who are buying homes
and
now.
They last
all through all of it, through everything. Like, that's a loan company that you kind of want to work with, in my opinion.
We have multiple products. We have a lot to offer.
Yeah,
we
which
really
is great.
do. Especially for first-time home buyers, people that are looking to renovate. build from the ground up,
Yeah.
we can help you. Refinancing, anything like that, really.
Yeah, so if you are a first-time home buyer, but you also know people who are looking for other things, like the things Crysta mentioned, then definitely reach out to her at crystanash.com. And do you have a form on there too, where people can send you emails and kind of give information of what they want?
Yeah. There's a mini application where you could put, the majority of the information down, so I get an idea of your buying scenario. I will have that shoot right over to my secured email portal at work, and I'll be able to review all of your information. I could put it through, the application process, and then I'll give you a call and kind of tell you exactly what we can do for you. And then there is, if you don't want to do that, there's also a portion where you could just put your name and number and say a question.
Very cool. For you shy people out there.
You're not, and just in case you're not ready to do the application or you don't understand the process and it seems a little intimidating, which I get,
Yeah, for sure.
There are a lot of questions and it's intense sometimes, but we are here to help you. This is what we're doing for you, basically.
And
so
I
that
think
you can feel a little bit more comfortable.
I think too, what me and Crysta are really trying to do, and I think it's good for any person that's buying a home, is forge a relationship where your realtor and your loan officer are good friends.
Yes.
That they are at least able to communicate really well, because that's going to be a pivotal part.
Hesitation.
Yeah, like with making sure that your home closes on time.
They work closely together.
Yeah. So all of that being said, I mean, I think it's a really great thing to be able to work with Crysta and just be able to do this project, because this is actually really fun. I look forward to this. Yet again.
Not rehearsed.
Yeah, not rehearsed at all. I feel like every session, every episode, we have this happen.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Or we'll text each other, and then it's like we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
So we're very finely in tune. So if you work with us, you're getting like a really great team. So yeah, like we're like ninjas. Yeah, exactly.
Ninja team.
Yeah, exactly.
The Nash Ninjas.
Who also make Sangria mocktails.
Hey, you can get this at your closing if you want.
Listen, I love that idea.
Right?
Maybe we could figure out how to package this up for people for closing as a gift. All the great ideas happening here.
Yeah.
So now I really want to talk about the personal aspect, because you guys, at the beginning, we were talking about, I think first episode, about Crysta and how she was going to do a home improvement project. And I want to hear all about that. I don't know about you, but I love a good home improvement project. It's cool if it's on Pinterest. It's better when it's live. So tell us how you and Nick made this happen.
All right, so which one do you want to hear about? We did the garage or the kitchen table?
Oh my gosh, that's a tough one. Okay.
So we do the garage.
Let's do the garage. Yeah, let's do the garage. Because I feel like, we give a lot of, good tips, and maybe the girls will watch it, but we want to get the guys to watch too. So tell us about this amazing garage.
So Nick is a car guy. That's his hobby. I can't take that away from him. I love him for it.
Yeah.
So it keeps him busy and out of trouble. I don't care. Out of my ear, we're good.
Goals.
This is something that he's always wanted. Whenever he had a house, he wanted a showroom garage. So the first step we took was to do the flooring. The floor wasn't in horrible condition. There were a few cracks and stuff, and of course it's a garage floor, so it's dirty.
Yeah.
So what we did was we took everything off the floor, probably put it up, just so that we can clear it off. But he did majority of it because it was his project.
But you just say we did it.
We did it. I actually had a good time doing it.
Isn't that great though?
We did it at like 8 o'clock at night, I think, because during the day you actually have to, power wash the floor, dry it. We got all the stuff at Home Depot.
Okay.
And we bought the entire kit, which comes with, I think, 2 bags of paint. You get like the speckles that come with it.
Oh, so it was like a kit.
It was
so
a
you
kit.
didn't even
like
have to like shop around. Oh my gosh.
No, the only things that we had, totally affordable. I had no idea.
That's amazing.
That was his birthday present.
Very cool. He wanted a show car room.
He wanted a show car room.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Exactly. So I told him that the only way I'm going to be involved is if something or some part of it reflects me.
Oh, yes.
So I got to pick out the speckles, and of course, they had a metallic speckle in them,
yes.
so it was like a little sparkle.
Oh, I love it.
Sparkles.
I love it. You're speaking
Glitter
my language.
and sparkles and shiny stuff. Oh my.
Yes. What a couple compromise.
Right? And
Listen,
he was like all for it.
goals.
He He was like,
fantastic.
if you're going to help me and you're purchasing it, he's like, I guess we can do that.
That's really cool.
But after everything was said and done, he like applauded me. He was like, this looks amazing. He goes, those speckles, those shiny ones really make this
That's
pop.
awesome.
And I was like, yeah, see, I know.
Oh my
I know
gosh.
what I'm talking about.
This is fantastic.
See, I know what I'm talking about.
Exactly, people. She knows. So listen up.
Yeah. So yeah, it took about 6 hours.
Okay.
But it was one day that we did it.
But it was a good like bonding experience.
Absolutely.
So that's something
Hang out
definitely to keep
together.
in mind. Like when you buy a home, the things that you can't particularly like live with before you move in, you know, and that you want to change when you move in rather, that you can make it a couples project.
Absolutely.
You know? Or a girlfriend's project. Bring your girlfriends over, make these mocktails, and, you know.
Just chill out.
Yep.
Hang out,
And for you
gossip.
single guys, bring over, you know, cans of beer. Or maybe you want this mocktail too. We don't know. Pizza. Yes, pizza brings all the boys to the yard.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's very cool. Well, we're going to give you guys the photos and show you kind of what they did before and after. Because we wouldn't leave you hanging like that. And so,
tease you like
yeah, we wouldn't do that to you. So one of the other things we've been talking about.
I think the most important thing we've talked about is the first step of buying a home, which is getting pre-approved.
So true.
Can you do that with me?
Do that first.
Yes.
Before everything.
I mean, you can call a realtor.
Yeah,
you can
we're going to
start
just
the
tell you to go
process,
there.
But that's exactly it. They're
Yeah.
not going to start showing you things until they know your affordability.
Yeah, we like you, but we don't want to waste gas showing you and you're not sure where your budget
You
is.
got to be efficient with it.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be efficient for your agent.
Yeah.
You got to allow them to do their job
Absolutely.
correctly and efficiently for you.
So true.
Because you don't want to waste their time. You don't want to waste your time.
You don't want to do that.
And you will if you
Yeah.
don't do it correctly.
And then you'll get really frustrated too. I think
will.
I think
You
that's
really, truly will.
probably one of the biggest
And
things
you
I
don't
would
wanna set
say.
yourself up
Yeah,
for
you
that.
don't. You don't. As a realtor, when I think about like, now there is a sheet that I'll give to people and ask them kind of what kind of things that they're looking for, or if I'm talking to them on the phone, what kind of things are you looking for in a home? What's a have to for you? What are things that you can compromise on?
That's always good.
Areas, schools.
Sacrifice.
Because you don't want, you want to narrow it down so you're not driving to places
Aimlessly.
every day for hours on end, because it almost makes you discouraged when you're not finding what you're looking for. And it's only because we haven't narrowed down what you want.
So I have a question for
Yeah, hit me
you
with
that
it.
might help other people too, because I did this and my realtor probably hated me for it, but I would go on Zillow. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's the easiest thing.
Yeah,
the
it
most
is easy.
accessible thing
Yeah.
to pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
I would go on there and I would just shoot email addresses
Yeah.
and stuff. And like if I found the MLS number, that was a little bit easier
For sure.
for her. So I would just send that to her if I found that instead of the address.
Yeah.
But I think I sent probably like 3 different lists during the process.
Listen, I think that's a great idea, and I actually prefer it because even if I don't, even if it's not, we go to see the house where the house is sold, because that's kind of in the market, is people send us a Zillow, or an MLS number, and the house is already gone by the time the next morning. That happened to a couple of mine, the other day, and I was like, man, it was literally 24 hours. And it was at night. So the next morning, we weren't able to go out and see it, but it gave me a better idea of what they wanted.
Yeah.
It was they were like, if we had our choice, this was it. And so it's like, okay, now.
So now you kind of gauge.
Yeah, it's a map for me of, and then I can just put in their file of this, these are the things that, and then if you have 2 or 3, then even better. It's like you take the average of these and say, okay, this is where we need to be.
Yeah.
So no, for me, I think that's perfect, and I wish more people did do it.
Listen up.
Yeah, and it's not taking away
Do
from
your
our job,
research.
because we're going to be sending you listings left and right. But it does help us narrow down. And so even if you see something on Pinterest that's like, okay, hey, I would love to have an open floor plan like this.
Yeah.
Or I would love, you may not know the name of the house. You may not know what a Cape Cod style house is, but you send me a photo of it. Or a bungalow.
a
Yeah.
Tudor.
You may not know that, but
I
you
bet
know
you
what it
didn't know
looks
I
like.
knew that.
I love it. Listen, she might get some extra stuff in her Christmas basket. That's awesome. I'm very proud of you.
I tried.
But yeah, you may not know, so if you don't, then it's really good to send pictures of things that you like. I'm not opposed to it. We can make you a little mood board if you want.
Hey, everyone loves a mood
Listen,
board.
that's what I'm saying. That's a party in itself. So
That's the ticket to the party.
it is the ticket to the party, the real party, and there will be mocktails.
Yes. Yep.
So one of the biggest things for us is we really want to help you guys. We want to have fun, but we really want to help you guys. So we were asking ourselves, what are some of the biggest fears and what would you say, fears and questions. Hesitations, that's the word. Hesitations that first-time home buyers have. And so we want to answer those questions, and we were thinking that maybe we would do, a poll?
Yeah, we could do a poll.
And see, and then if you guys tell us, if we want to do this, but we're thinking about doing a live, like just a straight up live.
Question and answer live
for you guys. Where you can ask us all kinds of things. You can ask us about the mocktail as well. And there will be a mocktail that day.
Classy.
Yeah. Listen, I don't always have to tell people that. You know what I mean? It's like such a great world out here on YouTube, and
stay classy, San Diego.
Yeah, exactly. Stay classy, everybody. So yeah, we want to help you, and we would love for you to tell us. So after this episode, you'll be able to go to our Facebook pages and look us up. And at mine, for all Instagram and Facebook, is going to be at SC Fancy Realtor. Instagram is the same. And then if you want to email me, it's at scfancyrealtor@gmail.com. And then my website is www.liveincolumbiasc.com. So, and then Crysta's pages are...
My Facebook is at Crysta Nash Mortgage Originator. That's my professional page. So you'll see a lot of like the posts and things from here. And you can ask me questions there. You can, message me through there as well. My contact information is there. And then you can also go to my website that I mentioned earlier, which is crystanash.com. That will have the majority of everything to deal with this. I'll have the episodes there, so you can also recap. And stare at our lovely faces.
Yes, please do. I'm feeling very ruffle mania today.
Yeah,
I love a good ruffle. So definitely, guys, we're gonna put the polls up there after this episode. So make sure you go check there. We'll also have the mocktail recipe, and then a host of other things. Stay in contact with us during the week because we really want to help you. So, you got anything else that you want to tell the people?
Just forget that it's stressful and just have fun with it too.
Just have fun with it.
Allow us to do our jobs, basically.
Exactly. Yes,
but
please.
still have fun and be excited. I mean, if this is your first time home buying, this is the first time you're going to go through this.
This is the ultimate.
It's not bad.
Yeah. So have fun. Go subscribe to our channel. Share it with your friends, and then meet us back here next week.
Absolutely.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye, guys.